What up, YouTube? It's your boy Darius. I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and I really appreciate that. What we want to do, I want to talk about the legendary Eddie Guerrero. Today, the 16th anniversary of the legendary Eddie Guerrero. Viva la Raza and everything. You know what I'm saying? So when Eddie Guerrero died, he died on November 13th, 2005. That was the year where I actually got back into watching wrestling. I didn't watch wrestling for like 2.5 years. You know what I'm saying? I was always aware of what's going on with wrestling, but wrestling at the time, it had got to a point where it's just like where it just wasn't the same. It wasn't. It didn't took until summer of 2005 where I finally really got back into wrestling, and I started looking at wrestling from a different lens and everything. And by the time I got back, Eddie Guerrero was he wasn't WWE champion, but at one point he was a WWE champion, and that was an amazing feat, not only for him but for his family and for the Hispanic community. You know what I'm saying? Like when he won, I can remember that a lot of my Hispanic friends, they were cheering and celebrating and everything. Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. And you know what? The right person won that match too, because against Brock Lesnar, because it showed that he was at one point he was really at the low point, with drugs and everything, and it got so bad that not only that he lost his job here at WWE, but his wife Vicky Guerrero almost left him. So that prompted him into getting going to rehab and just getting better and everything. And with that, and from that point on, he would start getting better and better. And by February 2004, he won the WWE champion, and that was amazing. That was incredible and everything. You know what I'm saying. And then by the time I got back into watching wrestling in 2005, he was in the middle of the feud with Rey Mysterio, and no, like him and Rey, they were battling against Eminem, Troy Mercury and Tony Nitro, not known as John Morrison, and they were battling for the tag team. But like Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, they had bad blood, and the tag team ended up splitting, and they ended up having a great feud, but it kind of confusing feud as well. I remember they brought young Dominic Mysterio into the feud as well. But the feud kind of went out there, but let's be honest, the match itself, they always put on a great match, both of them. And then toward the end, he was starting feuding with Batista, and I personally felt that was honestly a great feud. The match they had at No Mercy 2005, it was actually pretty good. What I'm saying. Batista was able to held on his own, and Batista. I'm not saying Batista is a bad wrestler and everything, but Eddie Guerrero is a fantastic, one of the best to hit the ring and everything. And I want to say they were going to put the title on Eddie Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, all the drugs and all the partying and everything, it just caught up to him at the end, and unfortunately, he ended up passing away. He ended up dying on his nephew Chavo Guerrero arms, and it was just a sad and unfortunate. I remember it hit wrestling fans hard and everything. It really did. All my Hispanic friends, they were raining, I'm your papi and everything, and it was just I remember hearing when he died, it was just whoa, and I remember, we watched Raw that night, and it's and see, how Eddie really touched everyone's life, but none more than other than Chavo and Vicky, obviously, none more than his best buddy, Chris Benoit. And I don't want to speak too much about Chris Benoit, you know what I'm saying, but it's just kind of weird that we always celebrate Eddie Guerrero, which he deserved to be celebrated, but we don't really celebrate Chris Benoit, which under the circumstances I could truly understand. But But it's like I feel like like we have to celebrate one, we should also celebrate the other. Not celebrate, but we also should acknowledge the other. If we acknowledge one, we have to acknowledge another. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But with Eddie Guerrero, like he was one of a kind. He was a fantastic wrestler. He had charisma. He had personality for days. Like his gift, like his storyline with China was like it's still personally one of my favorite. During the Attitude Era because it was just hilarious. Like just how Eddie Guerrero was really jealous of his mamacita. But with that being said, Eddie Guerrero is like one of the great, and I can see why he's definitely a legend. May he continue to rest in peace. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys like what you're watching, please leave a like, subscribe to your boy, and comment down below. You can check out my preview down here. Peace, love, and rock and roll.